Hi. Today we're going to do something kind of stupid. I've never, to my knowledge, done a smoky eye before, but I have seen a bunch of tutorials, so I'm going to attempt it now. For you. Yeah. We'll see. I've got a fair amount of colors to choose from. Primarily, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. 32 panel geometric eyeshadow that I got. And there's, as you can probably see, there's a lot of brown in there in earth tones, so, you know, what better place to put it than a smoky eye? Okay, let's get started. From what I know of what I've seen of the tutorials and everything, the trick is to just build it layer after layer after layer. Apparently a smoky eye is not something done in one swipe, which is a shame. So yeah, I'm going to start by using this kind of, can you see it? No, you can't. There you go, that color right there. What's its name? No idea. Okay, I'm going to apply that sucker over the entire eye as a base. All of the brushes I'm going to be using in this tutorial, except one, are from Crown Brush, their own synthetic line. Yeah. Good. Okay, so yeah, that's one. Then, near as I can tell, you start going a little bit darker, and a little bit darker, and a little bit darker. And my plan is for my brushes to get smaller and smaller and smaller as I go. I hope that'll work. Okay, so I'm going a little bit darker. Oh, another thing, apparently I've been applying eyeshadow wrong, like even in this tutorial. You can like tap it on to get more of the pigment on there. I think I need to blend. Okay, I'm going to get a little darker now. And I think now you want to start kind of focusing a little bit on the inner part of the eye, but mostly on the outer part. Now, this almost feels unnatural for me because I don't wear a whole lot of eyeshadow, so I have to remind myself, put it over your whole lid. Just do it. And the reason I'm affording you this great view up my nose is because I've read that the best way to put eyeshadow in your crease is to actually lean back and follow where your eyeball socket is. Sounded reasonable, sounded legit. Okay, well now I've got a pretty muddy eye there. You know, I have looked worse, and you've seen it. Okay, so I think now I'm supposed to do some kind of highlighter. I'm gonna go with this here champagne-y type thing. You, my friend, need blending. Okay. And here's my overall blender, the one brush that's not from the Crown Brush Synthetic Collection. This is this is from Crown Brush 2. It's a small stipple brush. Yes, I think that's better. Part of the trick of doing this whole crease thing is to get it a little bit above your crease as well. I am learning. I'm going to try just a little bit more of my base color, kind of up in her, just so there's not quite. All right. I'm not a giant fan of eyeliners, so what I prefer to do whenever possible is to use eyeshadow as a liner. It's funny, I wear contacts, have for decades and decades now, and you'd think that I'd, as often as I stick my finger in my eye, I'd be totally cool with having a pencil there. Still makes me nervous though. Not sure what that's about. Okay. And I have wetted this brush with water from my water bottle because that's how I roll. Do you like that? I think that's another thing we're supposed to look back. So that way you make sure that your brush gets all of the bottom of your eyelid and there's not this weird gap like I think I have right here. And this, you have to be careful. You don't get Kurt Cobain eyes. So yeah, you start with kind of an almost exaggeratedly simple line like that. And you keep blending it. I can't tell whether this looks ridiculous or not. This isn't half bad. Okay, so this is my first attempt at a smoky eye. I think it looks kind of okay. All right, now let's try it in purple. Okay, so for the purple eye, there aren't, obviously, in this palette, the browns. Browns are in control, and they're gorgeous. The purples, kind of not, there aren't that many of them. There's obviously that one. I consider these two, the light pink one and the gray one, to be kind of in that family too. I'm kind of counting on it, in fact, so that's what I'm going to work with, as well as this guy from, this is like their mini makeup palette or whatever it is. So that's obviously going to be used to pretty much draw a line under the purple part. Let's get started. For the base color, I'm going to get creative, and I'm going to mix this pink and that purple. Let's see what I get. Because I don't think you want to just go slap dab into the eggplant purple as your base coat. Do you? Okay. Let's keep on going, shall we? I'm actually going to not even try to mix the purple with the pink now because I'm starting to get my darker layers going. Getting there. I'm going to take this opportunity now. Oh, because this is another trick I saw in some of the smoky eye tutorials, especially if you want to have like a distinct color as opposed to earth tones here. And this is where I'm getting in the sort of aggressive purple. You cut other eye. Put that on, and that is purple. As one of your early layers to sort of establish the color. I look like I've been punched. Okay. For the highlight, obviously instead of going for these sort of cream-based sparkly stuff, I'm going to go for just the pure white sparkly stuff. Again, sticking with the dark purple on this one, because I don't think I want to have that bright purple under there. Time to blend. What do you think, audience at home? I'm probably looking cross-eyed. It's okay. Thanks.